Hi everyone, welcome back. In the frozen chaos of the Korean War, survival often depended not on victory, but on sacrifice. The Sacrifice, released in 2020, tells the gripping story of Chinese soldiers tasked with defending a single strategic lifeline during one of the war's most desperate moments, the evacuation at Hungnam in late 1950. The film follows Captain Guan Lei and his exhausted unit of the Chinese People's Volunteer Army after weeks of brutal fighting against advancing United Nations forces led primarily by the United States. Their mission becomes clear: hold a fragile bridge long enough to stop enemy forces from retreating safely. But this is no ordinary battlefield objective. The bridge represents escape, a narrow passage through which thousands of UN troops and refugees are attempting to withdraw southward after intense combat in North Korea. Destroying it would trap enemy forces. Protecting or repairing it could mean survival for countless soldiers. As waves of artillery fire rain down and American air superiority dominates the skies, Guan Lei's company faces overwhelming odds. Bombings repeatedly shatter the bridge, forcing engineers and infantrymen to rebuild it under constant attack. Every repair becomes a race against death. The soldiers endure freezing temperatures, relentless strafing runs, and mounting casualties. Communication breaks down, supplies vanish, yet orders remain unchanged. The bridge must stand, no matter the cost. One by one, members of the unit sacrifice themselves to keep the crossing operational. Some hold defensive positions knowing reinforcements will never arrive. Others physically shield engineers as bombs fall around them. The battlefield becomes less about strategy and more about endurance, loyalty, and duty. By the film's climax, survival is no longer the objective. Time itself becomes the enemy. The soldiers' final stand allows critical military movements to continue, but at devastating human cost. Victory is measured not in territory gained, but in lives exchanged. The bridge stands because they did not. The sacrifice is rooted in real events during the Battle of Chosin Reservoir, one of the harshest and most brutal campaigns of the Korean War. In late 1950, UN forces advanced deep into North Korea before massive Chinese intervention forced a sudden and chaotic withdrawal. One of the most critical moments of this retreat was the evacuation from Hungnam, where over 100,000 UN troops and nearly 100,000 Korean civilians escaped by sea. During this withdrawal, bridges and transportation routes became decisive strategic targets. Chinese forces attempted to block retreating troops by destroying crossings, while UN engineers worked desperately to repair them under fire. One famous real-life episode involved US combat engineers airdropping prefabricated bridge sections to replace spans destroyed during the retreat, allowing vehicles and soldiers to escape encirclement. The film dramatizes these struggles from the Chinese soldiers' perspective, emphasizing the immense human cost paid by frontline units ordered to delay enemy movements regardless of survival chances. While characters in the movie are fictionalized composites, their experiences reflect documented realities: extreme winter warfare, devastating casualties, and soldiers fighting in temperatures reaching -30 degrees Celsius. The film highlights a universal truth shared across all sides of the Korean War. Behind every strategic withdrawal or tactical success were ordinary soldiers asked to give everything, often anonymously. In history books, bridges are marked as objectives. But in war, they are remembered for the lives lost holding them.